Why, hello. How are we doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'm streaming a little later. Unexpected. Oh. Ah, there is a camera. And it does see me. Hello. Oh. Oh, what am I clicking that for? We're not going to do that. I still don't have any real idea of what I'm going to be focusing on, so I'm just going to play the game a bit again, and we'll try and get some ideas on stuff that might need changing, etc., improving. But I will be working on the next chapter and fitting it in with the current story. Got some other ideas to do that, so maybe I just need to crack on with it and do it. You know, I think we just completed chapter 2, mission 1, haven't we? So seek and destroy, that's a bit newer. Ooh. Easy peasy. Oh. I'm very tired today. Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. No idea why, but hey. Let's do an ambush. Oh, the back. Ooh, couple of white Corvettes against the frigate. Which way are you going now? Just in case. We're equally spaced, so this frigate could equally target us as well as the other fleets, because it's all based on distance generally. No, I just don't know. Oh, it looks like he's going after them. What now? He'll be coming after me, maybe. Yeah. Try and avoid some weapon fire, maybe. Well, so much for those two Corvettes to take advantage of the damage I did to the behind him. Just fly around you. Maybe aim a little higher. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do the destroy convoy. What are you shooting at next, eh? That one? Okay, we'll go for that one. Which one are you going for? That one, maybe? Probably. How did you fire those missiles and miss? How's you missing so much? Oh dear. Definitely need another ship in between maybe the medium and the light, possibly, who knows. So the next mission, which is sort of like an ambush. You see, we got new contacts jumping in. Alright. Oop, didn't want that view. It's easier with this one than using that tactical external view. I shooting me. Yo, okay. Ooh. Come on. How have you not shot that down yet? You're shooting me. Are you shooting me? How dare you? Ooh, 50 FPS. What is going on? It used to be 60. Oh, I saw 60 then, that'll do. Probably due to extending the size of asteroid fields. I hoped it would have been better, but no, never mind. Oh, it's still, there we go, off you go. Corvette this time, wanted a distress call. Oh, and see, this time they speak to us. Ship look familiar. Ooh, the zero throttle, please. It look like I can now go like that way, up, down, and we can actually see exactly where the ship is going. We can adjust Is that a good adjustment, or is it a very poor adjustment? Looks to be very poor, to be honest. Maybe we have to burn. Like that, and then try and avoid this asteroid, please. Thank you. No! Did I just miss the angle of it? Probably. Light assist off. Going too fast. Too fast to control. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That is interesting. So the thrusters don't actually disengage the visual effect. That's a bit bizarre. Let's make a note. That's a bug. All these bugs I keep finding. Good job I keep playing my own game. Oh, more fighters. This is a new retreat mechanic. Alright, you're with me now, so you can just help me finish off whatever's left. Can't be a great deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. 3. I was gonna not fire my missiles off, but you know what? Why change a habit of a lifetime? Could have hit a friendly then, who knows? That shouldn't be on top. It's just wrong, isn't it, really? Yeah. Like that, so wrong. It looked like you're going after my player wingman, but no. Could be wrong, who knows? You are though, obviously. Oh, solid air, 60. Oh, unfortunate. Evaded, interesting. Clever. Might as well take that one now. Oops. It just feels a little weird being able to Yeah. Ooh, it's a light frigate this time. Boink. How dare you still hit me when I'm sliding away from you? How rude. In your face, motherfucker. Ow. Not mine. I said yours. It's just rude. So rude. Very rude. Highly, highly, adaptably rude. I felt that. Boom. You're dead. I'm gonna go and railgun. Oh. Hmm. $74 fitting points. Burst auto cannon. How about that? And then why have I got damage and max damage? That's weird. Alright. This one's slightly different. I'm gonna go differently. Maybe attack that one. So we've got a cruiser. And with this cruiser, we need to damage its engines, or disable them at least. So I've equipped a railgun, which is specifically great at doing such a job, if nothing else. And maybe if I angle that way, will it be clever enough to penetrate through both engines? Yes. Very clever. And there we go. So now we can maybe try and help these transports from getting destroyed. But my railgun ain't going to do a great deal. And I just realised I got rid of the missile loadout, didn't I? Ooh. Oh shit. Bugger off. Leave him alone. He's weak. He's poor. He's about to die. Go on, jump out, you little bugger. Ooh. And then this guy is, see, he's repairing his engines, but we've crippled him enough that reinforcements have arrived. Though they should actually be going for a primary objective, which maybe they are now, who knows. Where is my wingman? Just form on my wing, come on. I never told you to engage that ship. You're about to die. Run away. Oh, you're dead. Oh, see, died. Oh well. Lost the wingman. Ow. Ooh. Damn, this outcome is much different than the previous ones. Usually he's destroyed him in the first run, but now maybe I'll have to slow it down a bit more. Go for that reactor. She goes. Let's just try and finish these off because why not? Oh, I saw what you did there. Must be embarrassing for you. You just fly into an object like 5 times bigger than yourself. I do wonder if I should just add an auto fire for the primary, because it feels like I'm always just constantly holding down the left mouse button, which makes it a bit pointless. Excuse me. You don't see me flying here. Shift your shit. Uh, just a thought. Hey. That is the campaign. So what, 2-3 hours ish of gameplay? That's okay for 2 main missions. It's whether or not it's interesting enough for people to be playing it. I need more feedback. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it fun or is it boring? Seems I do need to be adding more unlocks. We need to look at. I need to decide whether I want to have active or passive modules. Or at least determine the distinctions between the two as well. If there was such a thing. Certainly need more equipment than what we've got and provided. Probably need some way of buffing up our ship a bit more as well, because it does feel a bit shittily weak. Oh, come on, Google Sheets, just fucking work. Well, actually, just looking at the costings, if it makes sense. Donetsk is not greatly more expensive, is it? So I suppose we can. So that can be the reward, or should have been the reward, since it's not actually giving you an award of anything else after completing that mission. And I suppose it would make sense with the price difference. Yeah, maybe. Also thinking some sort of like interceptor role. So I'm not heavily armed, but got decent firepower and speed. So a cross between the Luhansk and the Curzon, sort of. Because the Curzon's got firepower and the Luhansk's got speed. And it sort of would make sense for what I'm planning on the next one could be mission. So, cross between Luhansk and Curzon. Has good forward firepower and speed, but light on armor. Maneuverability. There we go. Why am I hearing myself in stereo? Is it because I'm just talking and hearing my natural voice at this distance and in the microphone? Yes. It just feels weird. Yeah, weird indeed. Oh, bad news as well. Well, depends. Certainly split the community, just like it split the community in the first part. So I've been playing Helldivers too. Great game. Spent 100 hours in it, having lots of fun. And then they brought out a balance change. And they decided to target the weapons that the community were most vocal about. And that was what they called the Railgun Personal Shield meta. Also Breaker. So you got a Breaker. I'll start with there. That's a primary weapon. That's a shotgun. It's got long range. And it's freaking powerful. What am I saying, frick? Fucking powerful. Powerful as shit. I'll fucking blast things left, right, and centre. So they've nerfed that. They've reduced the magazine size of the shots, obviously. And also added extra recoil. The recoil does nothing really if you've got it in iron sight mode. The reduced clip size is an inconvenience because that means you're killing less stuff that's right on top of you. And given the fact I was using an entire round on my breaker and switching to my secondary to use my pistol to clear it, and then still got enemies on it, it just means I'm going to be dying even more. And then the railgun, they've changed the way. So from my personal experience in using the railgun, there was no difference at first, and this is pre-balance patch, there was no difference between safe and unsafe mode, only that if you overcharged it, it would blow up and kill you, basically. So they changed it, and the first thing they did is in unsafe mode, it no longer strips armor. So before, you could kill a charger by two-shotting one of its legs. takes the armor off, and then using your primary weapon to kill it because the armor's stripped. So now, unsafe, can't do that, can't damage its armored section. And also, now that even that you do have to charge it in unsafe mode, it's going to take more shots to strip that charger's leg. And it's already difficult enough when the charger's running around everywhere and you're getting battered by a second or third charger and hunters and stalkers and a bile titan. You can't just sit there and perfectly align your shot, and then whenever it decides to do a 90-degree turn in half a second. So yeah, things die more slower. And that's nothing to say about the bile titans, which you could empty 20 rounds into its face and it still wouldn't die. Then there was the personal shield. So that one, they've changed the mechanic on it. Personal shield doesn't take as many hits. It takes a bit longer to recharge. It's still a viable option to use because it's going to keep you alive longer. It's still going to take a few hits before that shield pops, and then you start to die. So you might as well still roll with a personal shield because there's no other weapon defense system that's going to make you live as long. The breaker's still usable. It's just inconvenient now. The railgun is useless. It's trash. It's absolute trash now for what they've done to it. Absolutely pointless. If they would have made a change that it was more discernible damage with the charging, then maybe. And that would have been a welcome change to see a difference in there. But whether it's charged or in safe or unsafe mode, it still took those 2 shots, so there was no discernible difference, and now it does even less. So that was useless. And then there's the arc gun, which they haven't touched, but uses infinite ammo and can bounce off 3 enemies and bypasses armor, apparently. So, that's the next meta. So, breaker, personal shield, arc gun. And then also they fixed the armor, but on doing so, we now know that going heavy armor or medium armor is absolutely pointless anyway, because you're only going to survive maybe 1 or 2 extra slashes from a hunter, which is useless because you're going to be running slower. So get the light armor and then you can run away for much longer and much faster. So you at least have an opportunity to pop off those hunters and get away from the pack, that you'll survive that little bit longer and die a little less tired, or with more stamina in your stamina bar. People are welcoming it on the forums, but they're running like level 5s and 6 mission difficulties, and everyone who's like running level 9, which is the maximum difficulty, are like, no, you just made the game boring for us, thank you. So I've stopped playing that now. I don't intend to be playing it until the mechs come out on that. I'll try the mechs out, and then we'll wait and see what next balance patches to do. It's the most stupidest thing. They said they wanted to bring all the weapons in line with each other, but also keep them unique. So rather than make the shitty weapons better, they made the weapons which were the most effective shitter. Like, they took a hammer to it and smacked it around and fucking rusted them up or whatever. It just doesn't feel as much fun, honestly. It's less fun now to be playing. And during those 100 hours pre-balance patch, it was a very frustrating game anyway. Especially with the bugs. And we're talking about fucking software bugs and all the game crashes and the game not functioning as intended. And now they've just soured the game mechanics. and soured the fun. So it's just not as much fun to play. It's still, for new players coming into it, you're going to have your fun. But when you start hitting that higher level, that fun's just going to be drained away. And you'll have those people saying, get good, play a lower difficulty. Well, yeah, you're just going to be playing a lower difficulty for the simple fact that, not because it's challenging, but it's just easy to do. Like I was playing level 9 because there was a challenge there to overcome. It was difficult. Success was not guaranteed. And you get all these people playing lower levels where success is guaranteed. Because what you see is people quit out more often out of level 9 difficulty missions. They can't cope. As soon as they start seeing like deaths are going, there's only like, what, 5 respawns or something like that, they'll quit the game because they think they're going to fail, which is fucking hilarious, because I will continue in, a new group of people will come in, and pretty generally we fucking knock it out of the park and finish the mission. So you got these people who are running level 9 and they don't have a fucking clue because they're not even like level 30. If you're not even level 30, you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing in Helldives. You didn't even get the railgun until level 20. And at level 20, you shouldn't be playing Helldives. But now we've got all these idiots coming in, getting carried on the Helldive. Level 14 coming in on a Helldive mission. And the rest of the team was carrying it. So we're going to see a difference in that. We're going to see a lot more people quitting out of Helldive missions. We're going to see Helldive missions going to get completed less after this change, I reckon. I would expect, because people are going to start getting fed up and going to be failing more often, or appearing to be in a situation where they're unwilling to continue on and get frustrated, and it's just not fun. Just not fun at all. And then they've released like a 75 meg patch today, which I've no idea, well, no one knows what it does. It might have just updated mprotect and GameGuard based on the files that have changed in some way. So maybe that's just an address on dealing with cheaters, but they could at least just a patch note saying, we've updated GameGuard to combat cheaters, and that's all they need to say on that regard, don't they? Because just stealthily releasing something and people can just look at the Steam Depot files to see what's been changed and say, GameGuard, they've done something. While leaving the rest of the community who doesn't have a clue about how to look at that. Then, I don't know. That's my 5-minute rant on Helldivers 2 and how disappointed I am with those changes. Oh, the flamethrower. Yeah. Get this. So the flamethrower in the game was weak sauce. Did nothing really. It took ages to burn anything down. Light enemies, you would set them on fire and they would jump at you still. The other thing is there was a bug in the code where you could not set your teammates on fire with a flamethrower. So whether or not the bugs which would set on fire would then set the teammates on fire, probably not. You get the flame effect, but they wouldn't drain health. Because I noticed that one time I was on my character, I'm on fire, and I was like, oh, the health's not gone down. And it was like busy, so I just carried on, thought nothing of it. But now they fixed that issue. So now the flamethrower, they've increased the damage. So it burns things and kills things a little bit quicker, but it will also kill teammates now. So you got a pack of hunters coming at you, and they jump and lunge and whatnot. You set them on fire, great, they're going to burn to death. And then they jump into the team, and they set your team on fire, and they're still eviscerating you, so your teammates die faster. Well done. That's a great, well thought out change. Kill your teammates faster because it doesn't do anything other than burn the enemies and they'll carry on with their attacks. Apparently, you can use it to kill a charger in like more time, getting much quicker than a railgun, but who knows what difficulty that was tried on. Because people don't seem to put context into things these days. I'm playing on trivial and I can kill a charger in one hit. Good for you. Can you do that in Helldive? Yeah, it's just not good. It's not good at all. And then we had one of the devs who openly admitted, I'm just trolling the community at this point. Why would you do that? You're just fanning the flames. Just don't get involved. And then you get the idiots who are just there for the laughs, just trying to flame bait and fan the flames themselves by just reading the Steam discussions. The IQ in there it just doesn't exist really for what appears to be a great number of Steam users, but is probably just a very vocal and visceral minority who just constantly spew and spit the trash with no context and just immediately just drop down to like insulting people who don't agree with them without backing up any statements. And it's like, well, I spent a bit of time because I was away from my main computer and I was just replying to Steam posts and putting reasoning behind it. And then one was like, like he commented like, you need to aim, and it's like, well, you're just fanning the flames there, and you're like, blah 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 blah, and then the reply back coming from the person who doesn't know how to use unsafe mode or didn't know unsafe mode existed, and it's like, really? That if they even fucking knew me, they would see from my comment history. I knew about safe mode like 2 weeks ago. Admittedly, 50 hours into the game before I realised you could even hold R, because it popped up as a tooltip and saying, oh, did you know you can press R to change modes? Really, 50 hours in, and now you only tell me that? So they must have just got lucky and got that information earlier. Well, nothing to be smug about, is it? Just show off your own stupidity. So yeah, what do you expect from Steam forums? I'm fed up of Steam forums. I'm fed up of Twitter and all the changes that they've done on there. It's just, I used to have and see a very active amount of like game devs on there from who are following. Don't get any of that now. Just get random trash. Like reposts of a single individual got nothing to do with what I was interested in. And Reddit's just a fucking shithole anyway, in a cesspool. For any sort of meaningful conversation, just doesn't exist in there, does it? All you have to do is go into one thing and read the comments, and you get more upvotes for sarcasm and stupid meme jokes than actually anything. Worthy of discussion. And, well, that's the next generation, isn't it? Of people coming in. I mean, we're breeding that anonymity can make you say whatever the fuck you want without consequence, basically. Because they were already learning that there were consequences in real life for saying shit, but now they can say shit online, and it's very unlikely for any consequence to come of them, unless they do something serious, because they're not going to get punched in the face by saying something on Steam discussion unless that person finds them. And they were very less likely to do so if they did. So they just flame any old shit out. It's like, I shall just think a second. No, I'll just have a brain fart and just let that spew out onto the internet. It's been an hour and I don't want to do anything. Honestly, don't. Are you not suitably entertained? My head. And then, I'm just overtired because even my eyes aren't focusing. Everything's just blurry, so why not? It's been an hour. Absolutely pointless and useless. I do apologise. Let's just slowly ease our way back into trying to stream and show progress on my game. I seem to do more progress offline than I do online at any time. Right. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Look after yourselves.